Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now please subscribe my channel. Okay, so let's talk about the volume. Okay, so we have covered one type of volumes how we can use it. Okay, so in the AWS there is a two types of instance. Okay, one is for Nitro, one is for Zen. Okay, so earlier session we have used for Xvidea. Okay, that means Zen instance we have used it. Okay, so today topic we are going to cover it for the Nitro. Okay, Nitro instance type we are going to use it. Okay, so how we can use it, those volumes, how we can create it, how we can extend it, how to increase it. Okay, okay, how to clean up it. So that is what we are going to cover it in this session. Okay, so make sure that AWS having a different types. Okay, if you are able to see my previous video, there is a disk called Xvidea 1 or Xvidea 2 or STA 1. Okay, but in this section we are going to cover it different types, instance family. Okay, so let me show it to you. So I'm just going to type it, tutorial volume. So here, if you are able to select Amazon API, Amazon AMI, but here we are going to select T3 series. Okay, if you just type it T3 micro. Okay. So once if you are selected, you can just use it. Process without KPI also not required. So I'll not talk about networking setting. I think we have already covered it. Okay, let me use it existing security group, and by default is sufficient for me. I'm going to just launch a machine. Okay, so let me go to the view all instance. So okay, so what we can do it, we are going to create a volume. Okay, the same way we have done it, we are going to create a new volume here. So before that, I think earlier I told you we need to verify the volume. Okay, sorry, the availability zone. It is running on 1B. Create a volume, and it should be 8 GB is fine, and I'm going to use it 1B. By default I'll be selecting all the things. Okay, just create a volume and attach it. Okay, so earlier we have used gp3, but here we are going to use gp3 and gp2 both, and IOPS is different for gp3 and gp2. Let me attach the volume to the instance. It is showing stf. Okay, so here only it is showing, see, newer Linux kernels may rename your device to /dev xvdf through XVDF internally. Even then, when the device name entered here and shown in the details XVDF, but inside it is showing different, but here it is showing different. Okay, it is going to use in the console this type, but inside this is going to cover it. Okay, let me connect it. Okay, now if you're able to see, there is a one more volume. Okay, this is a root volume, right? That is why it is taking root volume. But here, if it taking, it is a different name. Okay, so let's connect it to EC2 machine. Okay, let me maximize it to see it. So I'm going to type it lsplk. So from here you are able to see. Okay, so earlier it was showing different name, right? Xvidea or Xvidea of something, right? But this is for different uh, types. Okay, so you can call it as a Nitro. There is, I told you, right? Nitro instance and Zen instance family. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to increase this one. So there is a 8 GB, right? We need like a 16 GB. Okay, so now what we can do it, I'm going to just execute it to able to see the all the details. Okay, all the details means what all things, UID with the earlier. Okay, so for this volume there is no UUID. Okay, but for this it is having a UUID and it is already mounted. Okay, so now what we can do it, so we need to create a file system. Okay, so we are going to use the same thing XFS. Okay, now, so now it is showing this is the one, right? Now the same thing we are going to do it NVMEN1. Okay, now what I will do, I'll just execute the command. Okay, so what it will do, it will go and it will create a file system. We are going to use a MKFS. It is going to create a file system and XFS type. Okay, and this is a device and this is a device name. Okay, so I'm going to just hit enter. Okay, now we need to create a directory. Okay, to mount it. Okay, let's paste it. Okay, this it will create a directory. Okay, and this directory we are going to mount it in the for this one. Okay, so it is showing, right? Just hit enter. So you need to use a slash button, just type it. Okay, now we can use a lsblk hyphen f, so that it will shows all the details. It is mount. Okay, and you can use it tf hyphen h. Okay, so here also it is already mounted. Okay, so till mounting is sufficient. Okay, so how to increase it? Okay, right now it is showing 8 GB, right? I wanted to increase to 16 GB. Okay, so how we can do it? Okay, let me go to the EC2 section. So volumes, and I'm going to do it 16 GB. I'll go and I'll modify the volume. I'll just make it 16 GB. Okay, and once if you modified it, okay, so this it will go to, if you are selected, it is showing volume state, it is going to in use. So till this completion you cannot modify it again. Okay, so once this is completed you can do it. So for one volume there is a three chances are there per day. Okay, so after that you cannot modify it frequently. Okay, you cannot revert it. So right now 16 GB it is there. If I wanted to revert back to 8 GB, it is not possible. Only increase is possible. Okay, okay, now what we can do it, let's clear the session. Let's verify the, I'm going to use this command to see that all the details. Okay, if you're able to see, this is a type of XFS. Okay, this is a file systems. Okay, and size it is showing 8 GB till. Okay, okay, now how do we increase it? Okay, so if you're able to see it lsblk, so here it is showing 16 GB, right? But why it is not showing here? Okay, so what we can do it, we can go and we can increase it. I'm going to extend the volume. Okay, so this is the command to extend the disk. Okay, so I can use xfs underscore grow fs hyphen d, and this is a mount point. Just use it. Then you can use the same command df hyphen st. See, you are able to see it. Okay. So this is how we can able to do it. Then clear the session. Okay, so let's what we can do it. Let's clear the session. Let's type it lsblk. Okay, so for example, if I wanted to increase it my root volume, how we can do it? Okay, same thing, just go to the volume section here and select modify volume and just mention it 10 GB. Okay, just modify it, come back to here, still it is showing lsblk, it is showing 10 GB. Okay, but I wanted to add to this mount point. Okay, because 10 GB it is disk only, but I wanted to uh, uh, attach to the some mount point, right, for the root volume. So I wanted to do it, how we can do it? Okay, so now what we can do it, we can use the same thing. Let's paste it. So what it will do, so sudo grow pod slash dev nvme. Okay, if you're able to see n1 and this is a volume number 1. Okay, that is why I mentioned 1. Just type it, enter. Okay, and you can just do the lsblk. So now it is showing for 10 GB for this and 10 GB for this. This means partition it is assigned. If you wanted to do a different partition, you need to use this one. Okay, and now you can use df-h. So from here also you can able to see it. So still it is not reflected, right? Let me clear it. So let me use this command. Let's say now. Okay, so now it is reflected. Okay, so what we need to do? We need to use this command. Okay, we need to mention the root. Okay, and you need to use it. This is xfs. Okay, if you how we are able to see it, this is xfs or not, you can just use this command to see it. Okay, so this will shows that is it xfs or not. Okay, if it is ext4, you can use a ext4. There is a command called resize. Okay, so you what you need to do, you can just remove this one. Okay, just type it resize to fs and the mount point name. Okay, so I think I have covered a lot of steps in the volume section. Okay, let's we have created a df. So let's talk about FS tab. Okay. So whenever we reboot it, okay, this mount point it is going to unmount it. Okay. I think earlier section also I have covered it. So let me rewind 1 second. Okay. So slash data. Okay. And what you can do it, just verify that the ID. Okay. So what this it will do? It will give the, all the details. For example, okay, we have done it for this drive, right? This is a drive we wanted to mount. I mean, we need to attach it. Okay, now what we can do it, we can just uh, copy entire thing. Okay, and we can just go here. So from here what we can do it, just copy this entire thing, just paste it here. Okay, and copy entire thing and just edit it. Sudo or if you're using Ubuntu version anything, you can use this option. It will use all the details again. But now what we can do it, we can just edit it. Okay. So from here, if we come down, it is here the section. FS tab, edit, insert. Edit from here. What is happening? So let's edit. I'm using a nano command. So here I'll just paste it. Okay. So here is a details. Okay. Let's exit from here. So if you wanted to see you can just use this command if you're able to see it. So let me reboot it. Okay. So if it is rebooted, it should be shows in the here. Okay. Otherwise, we have done some mistakes in the FS tab. Okay. So let's restart the machine. Okay. Sudo reboot. Okay. So in the meantime, what we can do it, we can go to the instance and we'll take the AMI test, just enable it and create an image. So let me come to AMIs. Let's wait for that. So let me refresh it. So still it is showing here. Okay, let me log into here, connect, and we need to see that mount point. Okay, if the FS tab is correct, otherwise you'll get an error. Sorry, not error. Then you need to mount it again. Okay, so we are able to see it. Okay, so this is all about the volumes. Okay, we have covered it two different types in this session. Okay, so I think this is very useful topic. Okay, if you go for any interview also, they are going to ask all the details. If they ask for types, so you need to explain it. Okay, for the volume types they are going to ask. Okay. Okay, let's okay, still pending snapshot. So whenever you create any AMI, it will be stored in snapshot. Okay. So AMI under, if you are selected AMI, okay, so it will shows permission and storage. Okay, here it will shows the snapshot. The the same snapshot it is coming here if you're able to see it. Okay, so I think root volume is created. So using the snapshot, what are the things we can able to do it? So again, you can create a volume. Then again, you can attach it. And if you wanted to if you wanted to copy the snapshot, somewhere you can use it. Okay. For example, if you wanted to share this snapshot to a different region, that is possible. Okay. So if you're able to see here, these are all the reasons it is available as of now. Okay, you can able to copy the snapshot. Okay, if you wanted to archive the snapshot to save the cost, that is also it is possible. Okay, let's see AMI is available or not. Okay, so now it is available. Okay, so what we can do it. Oh, so I think earlier I told you regarding the AMI how we can transfer it. Just select the AMI, go to the action, copy the AMI. Okay, copy the AMI, and you need to mention the region. If you wanted to copy to the different region, you can just use it. Okay, if you wanted to do it for the any other account, that is also possible. Okay, so this is for the region. Okay, refresh it. Okay, just select here action and edit AMI. Okay, and here if you are able to see it, if you wanted to share it public via or private. Okay, and just a shared account, just add the account and save changes. So once you have saved, it is going to, or if you wanted to share it in the organization, that is also possible. Okay, you can just, you need to add any other account id. Okay, so this is how we can share the ami to different region, different account. That is also possible. If you come to the life cycle manager, okay, so just there is a two policies are there. One is for EBS, one is for AMI policy, and this is for cross account. Okay, so if you wanted to take AMI, let me show it to theory. Okay, so this is EBS backend AMI policy. You need to mention the target resource key. So you need to mention the name tags, key value pairs. You need to mention it, then add it. Okay, come down here. If you wanted to use it, choose your different role, you can use it. Then policy status is enabled. Instance reboot or yes or no, just make it. I'll just mention it some details. Policy name description, I'll just mention it here or something. Okay, just go next. So here what is it is showing? It is showing not available. Okay, and let me go to the EC2 section. I will just copy. I'll just type it here. Name. I use name. From here, and the tags 45 tags remaining. Okay, so total tags only 46. Okay, let me refresh. Okay, let me take this name. Just enter it. Just the name. Just add it. Okay, and the next. So you can schedule it. Okay, according to that. Okay, instance ID. Okay, and review policy. If how many days you wanted to keep it, let me take it. 30 AMI should be there. Review policy and create a policy so that as per the schedule it is going, and it will take the backup of EC2 servers, or if you want volume, that is also possible. Okay, this is how we can create it. So let me come to the security group also in this session. So security group, let me cover it in next session, guys. Security group, these remaining topics. Okay, so thank you for all are subscribe it. Please subscribe and support me. So I'll come up with the new videos. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.